everybody to the third installment of the property game, or as I'm calling it this time, the money attraction game. And I want to welcome Claire. You popped your head in once before, but you couldn't hear us. So yeah, we finally managed to sort out the problems. I don't know what you're doing different, but it's working.
I'm in a positive mindset. That's what it is. I'm off and running.
You're off and running. Okay, so just to let you know, I sent you your app. I don't know if you saw the message. The app should be in your email. If it's not in your email, just have a look in your spam folder, and it might come from a funny email called Niche Cashflow or VIVYU. I don't know, but just be aware. If there's any issues, let me know, and we'll do that. And the second new person is Ray. Now, Ray was with us last week, where he popped in just to see what the game was all about, and he asked us some interesting questions, and he's got me thinking about a few things. So welcome, Ray.
Welcome.
And then we've got
I'll
Sally.
Even welcome myself.
I'm all reset for the first day. Woohoo!
Yeah. Oh, well done. So Sally's underway. Sally's played. This is the third time round, and she's had some incredible insights. And I'm very proud of. I've known Sally for a year and a half now. And just watching her progress and seeing what she's actually achieving in her life, and those beautiful clothes she's wearing, that's her own line. So well done, Sally.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was with the work we did together, Paul, and that all started from Napoleon Hill. So there you go.
That's Napoleon Hill. It's everything that we do together. And finally, from the other side of the, I don't know if it's the Atlantic or the Pacific, but welcome, Gregory. Right. So today, what we're going to do, I'm just going to find out your thoughts about why you want to play the prosperity game, and we'll just go through all of those things. I might start with, well, Ray was giving us a great talk before we actually went live. So, Ray, you popped in last week, and you've decided to come and join us for this month. Why?
Just to change my long-range thinking with regard to accumulating a bit more wealth and cash in the bank, type of thing, and more application to my business aspect and activities, and then seeing the benefits of what money can do. And over the years, I've experienced the point of of having plenty of money in the bank, and then through one reason or another, or one thing or another, it dwindles down, and then to get back on top again, because the key of having sufficient funds gives you just a hell of a lot more choices to do what you want to do when you want to do it, type of thing, rather than being restricted and say I can't do this because I don't have enough dosh, type of thing, So that's where my thinking is in regard to that, for looking to the future and some of the things that I want to do, Like it's nice. It's not been nice the last 3.5 years careering around the country with a 4-wheel drive and a caravan. That's been great, And the same thing was nice years ago, doing 3-odd years sailing around the Pacific, So without having to worry about staff or holding down a job, So it's nice when you get in that situation to be able to do that, and the money is just going to give you far more choices. That's it from him, as the two Ronnies would say. Okay.
You're showing your age now, but absolutely. And one thing, just to let everybody know, you're in New Zealand, and New Zealand is a beautiful country. So it's a great place to be touring around in your recreational vehicle, as they will say in the United States. So the other thing, one thing you turn around and said, when people have lack of money and they say, I can't afford that, one of the things we want to do is change what we're offering. And instead of saying, I can't afford it, it should be saying, how can I afford it? So, yeah. All right. So, Claire, welcome aboard. Now, I know you're a part of my other group, and I love hearing what you're doing with your community gardens. And you've just started a women's inner group. So, yeah, it's exciting to have you on board. Welcome. And you did say you connected with me and said you wanted to play this game. So, yeah, I'm so glad you come in. But why have you decided to play this game?
Well, not only have I heard such amazing positive things from Sally and Ellie, I want to support you, and I love, in the past we've tried to connect with Napoleon Hill, but I've had technology issues. Finally, third time lucky, we're here. So, as you said, I'm all about community, and I have my eye on this amazing property, which I would love to create and put tiny houses onto it and have it as a space, as a wellness retreat, but also have youth and people who have been, thrashed around by society or don't fit into society, and maybe have animals there that are supportive and healing, a bit like, PSD with the returned veterans. They have animals as healing, but I want it to be a retreat where people can just come and relax, be exposed to different types of healing modalities, and have frequencies playing as well, because frequencies are the future of medicine, I believe. But have that community and support. I want to have community gardens, be sustainable, preferably off the grid, but who knows. So I'm just putting that out, the intention that this amazing property is going to manifest and the money is going to come without stress or strain, and the right people will be guided. So that's what I want to do, is build up more community. And yes, I'd also love to go to New Zealand and have a few holidays. So that's where I'm at the moment. I mean, I've got also other big dreams, but that's, I guess, my next main focus. So, yeah, with that, thank you.
That's awesome, man. I see your dreams every day, and I just see you powering along. And like my next guest, Sally, I think you're well and truly on your way to achieving those dreams. So, Sally, welcome to part 3. You and I have been on this journey right from the start, and I'm so excited. I'm so glad to have you back again.
I know. Well, I've really enjoyed it because each time I've learned something new about myself. And that's why I'm signed up again, because there's so many insights and learnings to be had, particularly learning from the other members in the group, and also the insights that I've found personally, because I'm just open to manifest any miracles, magic my way, baby. And so just elevating that energy. And I still want to smash out any lingering money blocks that I've had, because each time I've discovered more about myself and some of my limiting beliefs and whatever. And I think, well, there's still more, because I'm still not sitting on all the cash yet. And and I also want to leverage allowing myself and giving myself permission to spend and give away and just be more comfortable with the whole money exchange. I thought I was, but this exposes more. And it also pushes you to, like Claire's, unlimited possibilities. It's just like, that's what I love about it. And you just get more comfortable with it. Last time it really shifted my my comfortable zone of like, oh my God, I'm right into this now. And then I was overspending. So it's finding that balance. So yeah, I'm excited, Paul. So thanks again for doing it. And I'm loving the app. You're an absolute whiz, total whiz.
Yeah, well, there's more things I want to do with the app, but I'm looking at a different app to create the next version of it. But it's a basic app, and it does all the maths for you, and it records everything you purchase. And so it gives you a record. So and that's one of the things that you can actually have a look and see. Now, over the period of 30 days, you're going to spend over $400,000. That's a lot of money. Right. And so Gregory, You've been along with the whole journey as well, and I'm also loving watching your growth, where you started your own consulting business and coaching business. So welcome aboard, and tell us why you've decided to come back for the third version. Oh, hang on, I'll put you on mute. I'll about unmute you. Okay.
Here we go. Yeah, I like doing it each time. It's kind of the same reason. It's just expanding the mind around a larger sum of money. Because I grew up with basically everybody in the community having the limitation, can't afford this or need to save for that, or everything was a future thing and a maybe thing. Whereas with this game, each time I've tried to change my focus. The first time I was trying to give it away and do things for others, and because that makes me feel good, but it was nothing really for myself. A little bit, but not much. Second time I was thinking, using it responsibly instead of just throwing it around. How could I use the money to set up, ways that if this mysterious money should cease to come in, I would have something set up to have it continue. It will always be there. This time around, I think I'm exploring more of just, saying that I have everything that I want and have everything in place, and have the bigger idea of schools I'd like to build around the world in place. If everything was done and I just wanted to just go around and enjoy spending it on myself, because that's one thing I realized I don't really want anything. I mean, I want some land and a home and particular vehicles, because I want to travel around to seminars and to meet different people and do experiences and stuff. But once I have a home and land and vehicle, there's really not anything else that I want. And I'm still stuck with that, because I'm not the kind of person that really wants a lot of actual things. So I'm trying to expand my thought process around what would I want if I have to spend it on something. I'm starting to just look around and look at things and kind of browse all the options and opportunities. What would I want to spend money on for myself? And that's kind of a selfish thing, but that's all right, because each time it's putting my mind in new areas where it's not a lack of money. Now there's just a lot of money sitting there. So what can I do with it? And so each time I play this game, I'm exploring a different area of what can I do with large sums of money, whether it's for other people or setting up assets, or like I said, this time just for myself. Each time it's something different, but it's always revolving around I have large sums of money to work with, and never a mindset of lack or not enough. So I love that it's constantly putting the mind on a different pathway, a different vibration around the money, a whole different thought process going on.
I love what you're saying, and in the Facebook group, I don't know if it's come up yet, but there's going to be a little story about Warren Buffett, and we know Warren Buffett's the greatest investor of our time. He's also worth over $100 billion, and he's been the richest man in the world. And the interesting thing about Warren Buffett is that he still lives in the same home he had when he was younger. So even when you are the richest man in the world, doesn't mean you have to go out and buy the flashiest house in the world. He lives in a nice house, but it's not a mansion or anything like that. But he does a lot of good things with his money as well. I know he and Bill Gates have their foundations where they're giving away all their money. And the problem with giving away money is when you give it away, it comes back to you tenfold, which is a bit of it defeats the whole purpose. But no, that's great. Now, Anna, can we hear and see you, or are you having problems with the internet? Well, I'll wait for Anna to try and turn us on. I'm so glad Anna's here because she doesn't play live with rules. She's thrown away the rule book. She's come on 3 times now, so I think she's having problems coming on. But I love the way Anna thinks. You know, one of the problems we have with society is that we all living within rules, and you know, Sally and I know about 4 agreements. Hello, Anna.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Right.
Okay.
Okay. We can't see you, but yeah, welcome.
I'm just driving, so
Anna, we can't really hear you because the sound's very bad.
maybe next time then.
Oh. Yeah, nobody can understand what you're on. So maybe I'll put you on mute, and maybe I'll come back to you and see if that changes. But nobody can hear you. All right. So as I was saying, Anna's just throwing away the rule books. She doesn't live with, you know, we all think we have to, we've been taught to live a certain way. We've made our own agreements. You know, we're talking about the 4 agreements that Claire and Sally know about. And we make all these agreements, and they other people's agreements that we've decided to live by. And Anna she lives by her own rules. Last time we played the game, she just turned around and said, you know what? I'm just going to put $4 million in my account, and I'm just going to go and create a property empire with that. And I love the fact that she did that because it's all about. Hello, Anna.
I'm going to speak. I've paid, actually yesterday night, $2 million on my account.
Yeah, I don't know. Did anybody understand, Anna? No.
Not enough of it.
Anna, we're having a real problem understanding what you're saying. Yeah, I think she's gone off. All right, not a problem. All right, so no, but hopefully as Anna plays this game, we'll get to see her unique insights of the way she lives her life, and she does. She was part of Think and Grow Rich, and she's very colourful. So we're looking forward to that. All right, so how much? So we've got about 5 or 10 minutes. I might just quickly go through, and if you can just in 30 seconds or less, tell us what you're hoping to get out of this game. And I'll start with you, Claire. What are you hoping to get out of playing this game? Oh, no, you're on mute as well. I'll let me unmute you.
Better. Okay, so my aim is to, just release any lingering mind beliefs about limitation, that I can't do this. I had a little bit of doubt come up a couple of days ago going, my dreams are too big. No, so I just cancelled, deleted that and went, yes, I can attract it. This is what I want to attract. This is part of my purpose, and this is something better. So, yeah, I'm open to possibilities and potential. Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you attract all of those possibilities and potential. All right, Sally, let's mute you and unmute you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm done. Want to have further greater insights, building on from the other 2 games. I want to have greater personal growth. I want to have a breakthrough, as in smashing the ceiling of any limiting beliefs that are lingering. And I want to have magic happen, Paul. I'm ready for the magic. So ready. So ready. So, yeah, thank you. Back to you.
Oh, I can see the magic happening. Sometimes when you're actually going through the magic, you don't see it for yourself. It's like I watch my kids growing up, right? Or when you're growing up, you don't actually see yourself growing up, and then you look in the mirror and you go, oh, I grew up. Magic's actually happening to you right now, Sally. I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray, you might be on mute, so we might need to unmute you. you've got to hit unmute, right?
Okay, yeah, very good question. The and what I'm wanting to learn about it is stop the instant gratification virus that comes along, and it's easy to spend it on an idea, you know, and then evaluating is, do I really need what I get excited about, right? Because I can get attracted to the shiny objects too quick, you know, and so that's what one of the things that I want to achieve out of this, and just sit back and evaluate and what's the real reason why I want it, you know, and whilst I'm living a good lifestyle as it is, you know, there's other things that I want to do that are similar lifestyle, but in other countries, like on a two-wheeler instead of a caravan and a four-wheel drive, you know, and go into into adventures in other countries right off the beaten track, you know, and so I'm learning to refrain myself from not jumping to the next shiny object and say that's a bloody good idea. Let's go and do it, and then get into it and find out I don't like it, you know, and type of thing. So that's probably self-restraint is probably a nice way to put it in some respects, Paul. Okay.
It's a shame you weren't with us with Think and Grow Rich, because in Napoleon Hill, he keeps talking about one of the big problems of why we had to have the recession back in 100 years ago was because of the people trying to get something for nothing, or the shiny object syndrome. And one of the things is you need to have a definite purpose in life. You're going to need to want to know what your purpose in life is. I think Sally has to go. So a definite purpose in life and persistence. So yeah, it's a shame you went with that. But yeah, that's a great thing. All right. So just finally with Gregory, what are you hoping to get out of this game?
Well, there's been times in the past where I've told people, you know, I actually enjoy paying bills, because it's not really the bills that I enjoy. It's that I'm grateful for the services and the products that I'm getting in return for that. So I've often tried to put a good feeling and a good energy around money, but it's always when you're still in a position where there's bills and expenses and debts coming in. Sometimes you can deal with that in a positive attitude, but too much of it can it still can create a negative feeling or emotion around the not necessarily the money, but the whole idea of the exchange of money, because it's kind of a negative transaction that you're dealing with. So this game, the more I play it, to bring an energy and feeling of positive and happiness around money in general, regardless of what comes at you. A big bill or unexpected expense comes in, instead of getting upset about it and putting negativity towards that, because that, of course, it could very easily bring more of that to you, and you don't want that. So instead of viewing it that way, the mind shifted toward a positive overall view of money and spending and circulating. It's that you can perceive that unexpected expense differently and not put that negativity into it. And the more we play this game and the more looking at everything in that viewpoint, I believe it's beneficial in the long run to eliminate all negative feelings and emotions involved around money, and therefore it can begin to be attracted to you instead of repelled away from you. Yeah. And that's kind of my long-term what I would like to get out of playing this game over and over again, is to eliminate that.
Yeah, that's a great reason for playing this game. And I think what I've discovered playing this game is that we all learn our relationships with money. And every time we play this game, you learn more and more about your relationship with money. In the first week, people were saying they felt guilty about having the money. So how can you attract the money if you're feeling guilty? And then all of a sudden, and this is a great thing about catching up every week, where we talk about this and we talk about our experiences, and then we go, oh, well, no, I don't want to feel guilty about it. You catch that thought, you change that thought, and you change your relationship with money. So both of you have a look at your apps, start using the app and start going out and spending. Do you have a question, Ray?
Yeah, I've got a question. Yeah, I can't find the app. Is the app on the laptop or is it app on the mobile? I can't see it on the mobile.
I would have sent you an email. Did you not? It's the same app that we were going through last week.
Yeah, but I thought I've not been able to find it, so we just might have been looking at it on the screen, and I may not have downloaded it. Okay. So send me an email with it on if you wouldn't mind.
I'll resend the email. Are you going to use your phone or your computer to play this? Because there's
the laptop for me.
The laptop. Okay.
Will it do both?
You can do, well, that's, there's two links, right? One for the phone and one for the mobile, one for the laptop. If you use, that's what I'm asking. I can send you a link.
Laptop. Stick it on the laptop.
But I will send you the email. If you find the email, you can download the app and you can use both. All right. But I will resend. Once we get off, I'll do that straight away. All right.
Are they two separate apps? Are they two separate apps?
No, they're same app. It's just one's an install and one you play on the browser. I think that's the difference. I'm not 100% sure the difference.
Okay, right, yeah.
But it's the same app.
Send the two links. They're both connected. That's the main thing.
Yeah, okay. I'll send both links and the email. Okay, and then next week, Tuesday morning, 7:30, we'll come and we'll discuss our first week, the experiences we're having with that, how we feel, and we might pick up some lessons for you. All right. Okay. So okay. And Gregory, I'll hopefully see you this Thursday.
Yes.
All right. So thanks and have a great day and a great evening. Take care. Bye.
Okay,